Okay, now we come to part of essays for examinations. In this unit, we learn about common instructions for essays, thesis, and then techniques for writing time essays and managing time. In the essay thesis, we may be asked to write essays for thesis in our classes or in entrances examinations for colleges and universities in English-speaking countries. We will have to write essays if we take the TOEFL test of English as a foreign language or other kinds of tests such as IELTS or ESOL. And then in time essays, we will probably be already have some experience and ideas that will be useful to us when we write time essays in discussing the following questions with a partner or group. Have you ever written time essays in your own language? Have you ever written time essays in English? In what situations will you write time essays in English in the future? In the instructions for time essays, we have to have a good writing, good time essays. We have to check to see how many questions we must answer. Then some exam may say choose three of the following five topics. You will not receive a higher score if you write more than three essays. The examiner will probably just mark the first three. So it's just a waste of time if you do more than what is expected. Check how many points the essay is worth. In a 100-point test, an essay worth 20 points should be longer and more detailed than one worth 5 points. Spend more time on the longer essays. Pay close attention to the instructions for each individual essay questions. Be especially careful with questions that have several parts. It is helpful to underline or circle key instructions so that you do not leave anything out. An example, which effect of the California gold rush do you think had the biggest impact on the character of San Francisco today? Use example to illustrate your answer. Use some of your time for planning, gathering, and organizing ideas, and for proofreading your finished essay. Always write in complete sentences and pay careful attention to grammar and spelling. Don't experiment with structure or words you are not confident about using correctly. Write neatly. Examiners may give lower marks to essays they cannot read easily. Common instructions in essay tests: compare, contrast. As you learned, compare contrast paragraphs talk about similarities and differences. You can write one paragraph to compare and another to contrast. A compare and contrast are a different kind of idea related to your topic in each paragraph. Discuss. This broad term invites you to describe different ideas about the topic. Organize the discussions around a central thesis statement. Explain and show how. Those instructions ask you to show cause and effect. You may also find instructions like these for problem solutions essays, as discussed in the previous unit. Show, describe, and use examples. That's the most important thing. Use examples to make it sometimes like more supportive. In which this word asks you to make a choice. Often the questions with which it will also ask you to define your choice. For example, which solutions would you recommend and why? Make sure that you clearly indicate your choice in the answer. Don't try to write about each possibility. Managing time. In managing your time, we have to write a 5-minute outline. Before you write a task essay, write a quick outline. This is the easiest way to be sure that your answer includes all the necessary information and that you don't waste your time with unnecessary information. With practice, you should be able to write a brief outline in no more than 5 minutes, including the thesis statement and main ideas. Before you write anything else, write your outline at the top of the page. If you run out of time to finish your essay, your instructor will still be able to see your main idea and will know they had a problem with time and not with the content. So keep examining your way, starting from the first start until the end, not this the last start to the first part. That's all, folks. And then we go to the sample outline here. In the sample outline one, I would rather live with my family to save money, no rent, save money on food, don't have to pay the bill. For example, electricity, water, phone. So the conclusions, if I save on my living expenses, I will have enough money to pay the tuitions and books. And sample outline two. Living alone is the best way for me to learn independence while I'm at university. We learn to take care of myself and then cook my own food, do my own housework and washing. We learn to manage my money. Conclusions, university is a time not only to study but to learn to be an independent adult. Living alone will help me learn how to handle this responsibility. Thank you very much.